What's up everyone, welcome to another video 100% in English, and let's do it. Today we're talking about perspectives. These are 3 changes that shift the way I think and changed completely my perspectives. Of course, many things happened during this last year, but these were the 3 ones that were like in my mind throughout the whole year. The first one is probably the longest that I'm gonna share with you guys, but I won't say what it is until I conclude the whole line of thought, just to make sure that I say everything that I have to say before you just leave the video. If you've been watching my videos for the past couple of years, you know that I try to be as organized as I can, and I learned that with my mom. She is the notebook, planner, post-it kind of girl. And after getting in trouble with my own mind during middle school, she taught me how to, manage my time and how to use a planner. But she didn't teach me only how to use a planner, she made me a planner because she works with it, and I basically have been making my own planner since then. And that's why now I have my own planner right here. And of course, eventually I got addicted to becoming more and more organized. But the problem is, when you're too organized, your routine feels the same. And after some time, after doing the same things over and over, it feels repetitive and boring. That's the truth. And if you accumulate these feelings for a long time, you probably notice that if you look back, you won't be that proud, or you won't feel that your time was worth. As if you weren't proud, or if you weren't happy with the situation that you find yourself in. And this is the problem, my friends. Last year I found myself very tired, very stressed, and I couldn't see where all of this work and all of this effort was going towards. I did know that I was working a lot, but I didn't see any results. So I was like, okay, so what's the point of doing this? And I do understand that this is a problem that many of us probably are feeling. You can be feeling it right now, and I do understand that it's also a generational aspect, like an issue that we're facing because of how things work nowadays. But I decided to start studying about it. I needed to find ways of understanding what I was feeling, and not only what I was feeling, but also like managing my life around it. Okay, so what did I do to recognize the things that I've done and to change the perspectives that I had for this year? And the first thing I did was like scrolling down all of my socials, and there I could see the good days, the bad days. I could remember what was going on when I was, for example, recording any specific content. And they brought me back in time, and I was very proud because I could see every step that I took and every little action that was there. And by doing this exercise of trying to understand what is going on and why I'm feeling like this, I could be proud of myself. It's almost as if I could reconnect to myself. And then I decided to do something different for 2023, and guys, this is the best thing you can do for next year. Really, if you do it in 2024, you won't regret it. It's basically creating and setting a specific goal for each week. Life changes and many things can happen, and so you just have to be flexible. You have to juggle your priorities, and that's just life. But the main point here is to acknowledge that every single week you're gonna learn something new. Every single week there is something different that is gonna happen. And if you track that down, that's going to be much easier to look back and be like, okay, I know what I did, I know what happened, I know that I met this person, that I started this course, that I started doing that I went back to the gym, and all of these matters. And of course, I don't know actually when you're watching this video, so you don't have to wait for December to do this. You can start doing it right now. It doesn't matter the season, the month, or anything like that. Just get started. And something very important to be said here, and I need to take some time for you to pay attention on my next words, is if you feel that this is something that will bring you anxiety, forget about it. It's not about anxiety. It's not another duty, another task, just another thing to get stuck into your head and you get crazy with it. That's not the point. It's to give you peace of mind. And probably many of these achievements and things that you're gonna do throughout the year won't even be things that you've planned, as I said. And that's okay. An unforeseen event or happening can be one of the greatest achievements of your year. Who knows? We can't be strict like that. So then when you look back a month from now, 2 months, a year from now, you can truly visualize what you have built. And then it's even more easier for you to have like a crystal clear vision of your following steps. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is truly what I feel. I can attest to that. You just feel a sense of clarity and relief, basically. It's also inevitable to say that time will never be enough, so I just think it's better to look back and recognize the steps you took instead of regretting the time you spent doing something that, didn't take you anywhere. We must spend our time wisely, and recognizing small steps is truly one of them, one of the fundamental things in life. And I truly don't know what happens in this, season of the year, but all of my girlfriends and myself included, we become very reflective. So what did we do? What are we gonna do in the future? And what I basically think right now after 2023 and this experience of, just tracking my weekly goals is that the New Year resolutions, they give me a sense of direction, but the small and tiny steps, they gave me power and strength to keep going. And I also would like to hear from you guys. Have you ever tried having weekly goals? Did that work for you? And yeah, there's still some weeks, actually days, until the end of the year, and I can say that I've accomplished more than I thought that I would. So this is just the first step, and that's why I said that I was gonna talk a lot. And actually it's because I haven't recorded a video about it, so yeah. Number 2 would be going back to the gym, as I mentioned on a workout video. It's good to be back. It's good to be working out and sweating and lifting weight. That's good. It's not good only for our bodies, but for our minds and soul. Boy, that's good. Because all of these workouts, what they actually did was like putting myself in the right place, like my mind into the right place again, because sometimes we get just lost. We get lost. I get so freaking lost so many times. So the workouts help me with that, but I also feel very strong. Like feeling physically strong is good, but not only that, I also feel very capable of overcoming my fears. And it's not only like, oh, I'm afraid of carrying this weight. No, it's like life fears. To be scared of life, to be scared of the next step, to be scared to dream bigger, to be scared of things. And it has also challenged me to become more resilient. We also have a video about it too. But guys, I'm not lying. I mean, I was going to the gym when it was snowing in LA, and it doesn't snow here. It doesn't. So my question for you is, has any sport ever changed your life? What sport is it? Leave it in the comments. The gym gave me fuel to face my darkest side. Number 3 is kind of interesting. When you're like at home at night and you want to go to the kitchen to grab like a glass of water and you're just like walking around in the dark. So that's how I felt. Not only this year in 2023, but also last year, I felt that I was truly working in the dark. And this is one of the best conclusions that I could get to. Boy, it hurts when you're like giving your life to a project and you don't see any outcomes. It's hard. Hard. It hurts. And comparison has a great role and responsibility on this because, but it's hard when you see like a 20-year-old becoming millionaire and you're like, okay, I'm gonna throw the towel. What am I doing? And this feeling only shows us that, we shouldn't be doing what we're doing. But okay, so what else should I be doing then? But guys, being consistent is one of the most complex things in life. I can attest to that, definitely. It is one of the hardest things to show up, to be there, to work, and work tomorrow once again. And it's hard when you have to balance your emotions with your professional and personal life because you have to be consistent. But what's the line? What's the limit? What's the border? How can I know that this is my limit? This is the farthest I can go. This is my max. How can I know this? And the answer to all of this comparison and understanding where you fit in is self-knowledge. Because the more you know yourself, the more you understand what you want for real, not what other people want. And then you can set your little goals, your small steps, as we were saying before. And really, I only kept going because I believed that things were gonna work. And I just had this feeling in my heart. It was like a fire. It's like a sensation. It's something that, pushes you. Someday, somehow, somewhen, I don't know. but it's gonna happen. I had this passion and I truly believed it. I didn't know when things were gonna happen, and I still don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, but I'm gonna do what I have to do. I have to show up. And this passion basically confirmed what were the things that I had to keep doing. Even when I didn't want to, even when I wasn't feeling like it, but even when you're not ready, when you're not 100% ready, you just have to go. You just have to try, you just have to show up, you just have to work, you just have to keep going and just moving to the next phase, basically. And things don't get easier. I wish they did, but they don't. They don't. Each step you take, it's like next level difficulty. Are you ready? Are you willing to take the next step? So it's a journey that you're always second guessing yourself. You're always doubting what you can do, who you are, and your situation, your relationships, your job, and everything you do. And now at least I know that I'm not in the dark because I have this feeling that I've been describing to you guys that makes sure that I know at least what is the next step. I don't need to know 5 steps from now. If I don't do the first one, there is no 5th step. So let's go, friends. Let's do it. You can reflect on these things for your next year. So number 1, having weekly goals changed my life for real. There is a sense of movement. There is a sense of accomplishment, continuous improvement, and this is gonna take you where you want. Number 2, exercising, physical exercises, going to the gym. This shifts the way you behave, and by shifting the way you behave, it shifts everything around you. And number 3, being consistent is one of the best things you can do for yourself. It can be your health, it can be your professional life, your academic life, it doesn't matter. If you're consistent, that's gonna help you a lot. Alright guys, did you enjoy today's reflection? So leave it a comment below. I really want to hear from you guys, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.